Oh my god. Hold on. Where's my PC face? Okay, let's restart this stream once again. Oh my god. My PC face just crashed again. Sucks. And I have to put on the glasses again. Setting the landscape mode. Okay, how's now? I guess I have to go back and just reshare the new uh link. I have to like go and delete all the tweets. Time to go and delete all the tweets. Me. Well, this stream is going very well. So, how is everyone doing tonight? I hope that you have a wonderful weekend ahead of you. As for me, I have a really strange week. Well, it all started with having, should I say, an early birthday present from my family because my birthday is coming up next week. If you haven't known, it's July 21st, and I'll be turning 28 this year. Okay. Time to the previous link got my OBS. Hold on. My OBS crashed. So here's a new link. Hashtag PNGTuber. Hashtag Vtuber uprising. And all that kind of stuff. I'm just gonna... Oh my god, it's even harder to... I hope this time it doesn't crash. Oh, speaking of which, one of my early birthday presents that I got for me is this glasses. I hope you like it. I made it myself. I saw it in my Twitter feed. I saw this something like this sunglasses that has 3 eyes. I thought I really wanted this. So this is one of the accessories that really speaks to me, because somehow I guess I could say that considering I'm such a huge fan of Sazan Ice, I feel like I wish I have a third eye. So yeah, what kind of accessories that could convey that other than having three lens sunglasses? Uh, oh, that's good beer. Hold on, let me go. Should I go to Discord? And I should probably go to Discord and just oh, what else? Oh yeah, about the things that happened this week. So yeah, I had some early birthday presents from my family. My brother got me his old watch that I don't use, basically. Uh, because I'm also wearing what those sleeve protector thing. So it kind of gets in the way if I also wear a watch. So I don't really use it that much. What else? My mom got me hold on, going to virtue Discord. My mom got me this really cheap suspender that I've been using. Meanwhile, my sister just gave me some cash, which is actually just my translation fee from last year, from earlier this year that she hadn't paid yet. So that still counts, I guess. And my dad actually went ahead and got me some psych evaluation. That's a funny story. I actually talk about this during in my Patreon page. You can go to patreon.com/Nanaten, and I actually wrote about it in my latest Patreon post, so you can go there and just read ahead, along with my latest translation of Ake no Tobari chapter 250 and 251. By signing up to my Patreon, you can get 1 week early access to all of my future content, such as manga translation and other stuff. Did I just do a Patreon read right at the beginning of the stream again? Yeah. So, anyway, as you already know, today is Saturday, which means that I am going to talk about my anime 3x3. So, for those who doesn't know, anime 3x3 is basically just this way to convey all of your top 9 anime that you really liked. I started doing this last month, and I got really into it. Just sit down and talk, and just vibing with the chat or something. I had really such fun time talking about during the previous episode where I talk about my favorite manga series that really resonates with me. Almost forgot, I haven't even wrote my notes yet. Yeah, so I thought it would be a good thing to do this regularly, and with different theme, of course. The first time I did it, it was talking about my manga 3x3. The next one, the last one that I did a couple of weeks ago, where I talk about my anime 3x3. Was it anime 3x3? Yeah, it's anime 3x3. And for this stream, I thought it'll be fun to ask people on Twitter on what they would like to see. So I so couple of weeks ago, I pulled a Twitter poll to ask on what kind of anime 3x3 that I should do in this stream for now. And a lot of you, well, 4 in total, told me that you want to see me talk about my Isekai 3x3. Yeah. So I just didn't expect that my manga 3x3 video to be really that fun and engaging. So for the next 2 days after that manga 3x3, I just, writing on that. I just realized that I just wrote the same script as I did during my anime 3x3. Okay, so I'm just gonna moving on through my notes. So just to be clear, this isn't my anime recommendation. Although, to be fair, I highly suggest you to watch some of this anime that I'm about to mention. Regardless, because unlike my manga 3x3, which I had really fun time doing, because the whole point, for some reason, all of the manga, some of the series on this stream that I've been mentioning, it all somehow has really deep connection to me, like in real life, and during my manga 3x3, somehow it all has this amazing story, amazing life story connected to it. And even the last time I talked about how my motorcycle got exploded during my year in high school, and not high school, during my first year in college. And it got tied up with this manga series. You can actually go to my previous stream where I talk about that. I'll probably put a card like right at the top corner there. You can just click there right now and find out about that. I also leave a timestamp for that specific story. Okay, I already talked about how I blew up LCD projector last month. I should talk about that during when on Taka's stream. I'm just not really into to talk about that right now. I need to take a sip. Doesn't taste so good. Probably because the can says root beer, but I'm actually drinking this non-alcoholic malt beer. I don't know where the I couldn't find the image of non-alcoholic beer in Irastoya. But yeah, I guess I should. I'm probably going to make another video where I just talk about the whole Nanaten explosion saga from as Taka would call it. Actually, I just don't call it. Anyway. So, how is everyone doing tonight? I hope that you have a wonderful weekend ahead of you. As I said, I had a really strange week. Where was I with that story? Oh yeah. So, strange thing happened this week. My dad actually told me to go and take a psych evaluation. Because I wanted to apply for a job as a university lecturer, English lecturer, and one of the requirements is that I have to, be declared mentally healthy or whatever it is according by law for some reason. So, my dad told me to go to a hospital on Monday. So on Monday morning, I went to a clinic. I checked in But before I need to check in with the on the clinic, I need to uh get a get in line and get a number. You know how going in the line feel was like. So I grabbed my number and I just sat there. I had number, I don't know what, 43, while the line was still at say 15. It was so early in the morning, but the hospital is already full because it's Monday. And I sit there for at 9 a.m. for like 1.5 hours. So that's like 10.5 a.m. I sit there. And my number got called. So I went there, I registered, and said, if you want to get a doctor's letter, go to the administration office. So I went to the administration office, and I gave them my notes and says I need to take I need some doctor's letters on to get a psych exam. Hold on. Hold that thought. I need to like go and say post the new link. Link lama itu, ini link baru. Paste. Oh, hello, Frevkun. Yeah. So, I went to the hospital, and we're doing an Isekai Anime 3x3. But first, I need to talk about my experience with the doctor and taking a psych evaluation. So, I went to the doctor. Not yet to the doctor. And when I went to the administration office at the clinic to get a doctor's letter about my psych exam. So I went to the doctor, and the administration office said that that specific clinic does not take psych eval. So, and they told me to go to a general hospital. So I just sat there for 1.5 hours, basically only to get rejected and get transferred to another hospital for nothing. So I went to the general hospital, and I went to their admin. I went to their lobby. And I asked, does this hospital can you make me hold on. Can you make me a doctor's letter for my psych evaluation? And the miss at the lobby said, "Oh, sure, you can do that. But however, they don't do psych eval past 10 a.m. So I had to come back on the next day. And the next day, I went back to the hospital to finally do my psych evaluation. So I went to the psych ward, very ominous ring to it, and go see the doctor. And one of the nurse gave me this MMPI test that's used to judge your mental health. A lot of employment tests has this. So I went to the hospital and do my psych evaluation exam. A little bit of note. The night before, I was trying to reset this computer because I want to get decent frame rates on the non-existent graphics card. And I was really sleep deprived that morning. So it must have clouded my judgment when I was filling the test, because the next day after I took the exam, I received a text from the nurse. It said, "Hello, I'm just gonna read the text. Hello, this is from the hospital. Your test result didn't come out good. Could you come back and redo the test today? Thank you. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean my test didn't come out so good? What am I? Did my score? Did I just score so high that I'm basically a criminal from a psychopath or something? Are they going to? They're going to ask me to come to the hospital and they just going to pull out a Dominator on me? So anyway, I had to redo the test just to make sure because I was sleep deprived when I was doing the test, and just to make sure. And so I took the test, and I had to wait another day to get the results come back. By that point, I just so ridden by anxiety, and I was like, "Oh my god, what is wrong with me mentally?" I even got to the point of mild depression. And so I did what any anime fan would do when you have depression. So I go and watch Zetsubo Sensei. Just some couple of episodes. It surprisingly holds up. Because I used to watch it like all the seasons back in high school with my friend. And I must say, it really helps with my case of mild depression. Thankfully, by the way, I already got the results from the psych eval test, and it came back, and I got cleared. My mental health is okay. Hold on, I can take another sip. So anyway, how do you guys like my three-eyed glasses? Anyway, so I've already speak like over 20 minutes for this. Just going to a long rant about my psych eval, which is really funny when I wrote it for my Patreon, but I guess when I try to become a storyteller, try to tell the story verbally, I just got sidetracked like a lot, and just it turned into very incomprehensible. So anyway, I guess that's not why you're here. You're here because you want to talk about my Isekai 3x3. So yeah, like I said, the point of this whole stream is that I just want to sit down and have chat with the chat about some of my favorite isekai series. Now, oh my god, I almost dropped my phone. So, first of all, there are some rules regarding this anime 3x3 Isekai edition. So there are some rules on how I curate my picks. One, it must be an anime or series that somehow sticks with me. Although if you saw the thumbnail, you're probably thinking sticking in the what am I saying? Sticking in another meaning. Two, I must watch it more than once. I guess this rule is not. Yep. Cheers, mate. And Tuki, welcome. I'm just going over the rules of my this Isekai 3x3 list. And of course, number 3, of course, some other, because I read like a shit ton of Isekai series, and therefore some of them won't make it to this 3x3. I'm probably just going to put it at the very back, just as an honorable mention. So if some of your favorite Isekai series didn't make it to the list, we can probably just talk about it in the chat. And 4, and oh, this is just some of the rules that I got from my rom-com list. and yaoi 3x3. So anyway, here's my isekai 3x3 list. And drum roll, please. Wrong screen. Whoops. How do I... Wait, something is really wrong with my capture. Where's my... Where's the... Wait. Screw it. I'm just going over the... how could this happen to me? A split screen bar. So... you know what? Screw it. This stream is going to shit. Okay. So, my Isekai 3x3 list. I have Final Fantasy, Lost Stranger, Kyousogiga, correct, Tuki, the Tokyo Kyoto in top mid, which is apparently also counted as Isekai. When I was compiling this list. The third one, Tsukimichi. The fourth one, Tenchi Muyo, War on Geminar. Mushoku Tensei, and Death Mount Death Play, a.k.a. the reason why Baka no 1935E never comes out. And the bottom left corner, we have the village NPC can only be human. Number 8, we have Gate. And number 9, which is probably the reason why you're clicking this, Titan's Bride. Okay, so which one that we should talk about? Okay, so I'm just gonna go from the... say from the top left, which is the Final Fantasy Lost Stranger. Oh, by the way, no, never mind. I was going to do an honorable mention. So speaking of one of my manga recommendation. Oh, you think I should do clockwise? Yeah. Okay. So speaking of some of my manga recommendation, I do speak when talking about isekai. I do recommend you reading this manga. It's called Watashi no Musuko ga Isekai Tenseishitappoi. Tenseishitappoi. Hold on. I should probably... I don't know if I can type it here. No, I need to sign in. Hold on. Let me type it on the chat. Watashi no Musuko wa Isekai Tenseishitappoi. Which is, I think, a really good manga. It's about... I believe it's about a woman. So this girl at the cover, she had a son, and sadly, the son passed away, and then she decided to call her friend, which is basically someone who's really into light novels and stuff. Is that the one where the guy reincarnates multiple times? And actually no. So the girl had a son. The son passed away, and for some reason the woman believes that her son got isekai. It's a really it's a really realistic portrayal Oh god, my... What is happening? My OBS just acting up for 1 second. I thought it crashed again. So yeah, it's a really deep story about grief and about processing grief and how people just connects through anime and light novel media. I believe it got translated to until for chapter 10, I guess. Hold on. What? I need to reload my overlays. What is happening with my stream? So I really recommend you guys to read it. Okay. And we are back. Oh, sorry. My OBS crashed again. It's been happening. Oh yeah. So for those who doesn't know, I tried to reset my PC. Wait. Hello? And my OBS capture. Hold on. Am I streaming? Am I using the wrong key? Am I using the wrong setting here? Is this wrong? Is this... Okay. What is happening with my OBS? But the model is missing. Yes, I'm trying to... Nothing bad happens on this stream. If something... Wait, have I already download those PN... If I ended up crashing again, I'm probably just switching to using being a PNGTuber. Anyway. So, which series that we should talk about? Okay, so we have Final Fantasy Lost Stranger. I think I have... Where's the... Final Fantasy Lost Stranger. Wait, did I accidentally forgot to put the... Oh, there it is. Yes. So, Final Fantasy Lost Stranger. I want to start this list by... sounds good with FF. Yeah. So I wanted to start this list by giving some presentation or representation on manga original isekai. So for this list, I'm not just gonna do Isekai Anime. I want to do basically my favorite Isekai series. It will be either manga, anime, or light novel. So one of the good things about this series is that you don't... So the basic premise is that one of the... Actually, there's two. So this pair of siblings were employees of Square Enix, and they worked on Final Fantasy games. And one day, they somehow got... This pair of siblings got isekai into the world with Final Fantasy lore, to put it on simple terms. So, it's a general fantasy setting, or should I say, Final Fantasy settings. yeah, so they got pulled into this world of Final Fantasy, where all of the the whole shebang. Their adventure. There are adventure classes. All the FF classes, their spell, and their shared lore. And since these two work for Square Enix, and they basically a fan of the series, they just just run through with it. And I believe this is a mild spoiler. And a mild spoiler, one of the sister died, the one in the middle, and unfortunately, Phoenix Down does not exist in this universe apparently. And in that world, Phoenix Down was considered to be an ancient magic. So it is his quest to search for Phoenix Down so he could revive the sister. And yeah, like damn. Yeah. So one of the good things about this manga is that you don't have to be just Final Fantasy fans to read it, because they really explain some of they did quick explanation for each of the lore piece of Final Fantasy. There's this one chapter where they basically had a run-in with, I think, one of the 3 goddess, I believe. They had a run-in with her, and they start fighting and stuff. If you've played one Final Fantasy games, some of those tidbits will actually become useful. You can read this. I think I read this on Crunchyroll when for the simulpub. Yeah, so I basically read it for free. I don't know if you can still do it anymore. And I haven't gotten past the library arc, so if you have a Crunchyroll subscription or any other method, please check this out. Did she died by Thornberry? I don't know. I kind of forgot. I haven't read this series in quite a while. Okay. We're just gonna speed through all this because it's already like 10 a.m. and we only got. And so far, my PC crashed twice. Not exactly. My OBS crashed twice. My PC crashed once. I don't know if my PC could actually handle it. Next on the list, where's Kyousogiga? So next on the list, we have Kyousogiga. Must have been captured then. I have no idea. Is that a Final Fantasy lore? RTA, let's go. Okay, so Kyousogiga. Oh, wow. So yeah, I only realized that this was an isekai when I compiled this list, so I just put this in there. And I do have a particular memory with it. So this is one of the... Originally, Kyousogiga was an original net anime. It was only like one episode, the 130-minute anime episode that was streamed for, I believe it was for free. Yeah, character dead by 1,000 needles. 1 damage times 100, 1,000. So fun OVA. Yeah, it was fun. And I believe people didn't catch up to the original OVA when it first came out. And then they announced another a set of original net anime with the anime shorts. I also watched that. I actually watched all of the iterations of Kyousogiga, including the manga. But unfortunately, the manga didn't got translated quite far. I believe it was only like 3 chapters. So for those who doesn't know, Kyousogiga tells the story about this alternate reality inside the painting, and this girl, Koto, went inside that painting. The painting stuff is actually really huge spoiler. What? There's a manga. Oh yes, there's a manga. It tells the story of when Koto first arrived in Kyoto. So Kyoto is this mystical world inside a painting. I believe it's pronounced as Mirage Town. I believe the kanji instead of Kyoto, which means capital. So yeah, so this girl Koto, along with her little brothers An and Un, went inside this world in search for a black rabbit, also named Koto. And as I'm going to major spoiler, major spoiler territory. So I did not expect for the reveal that the black rabbit is actually Koto's mother. They did kind of hinted about that in the original OVA, but it was only confirmed at the end of the anime shorts. I remember it being mirror or reflection. Must have been wonky translation back there. Oh yeah, it is mirror. I forgot the translation. The kanji was about the mirror. It's actually Kyoto. The one of the kanji means mirror world. And yeah, so I've watched like all of the Kyousogiga. I watched the original OVA. I watched the internet shorts. I even watched the trailer, which is actually the most misleading, which is quite misleading trailer for the original OVA, because half of the scenes that was in the Kyousogiga trailer, they never use it in any of the either OVA, the net short, or even the TV series. There's this scene in the trailer where Koto just fighting against the guy with the kitsune mask, and they never use that in the main series. I thought it was quite hilarious. Reminds me of the Katanagatari trailers. Oh, Katanagatari is so good also. I can't believe no one watched that. Still one of the Nissin Oisin underrated series. So yeah, I do have a particular story about this Kyousogiga. So I was at I think it was my first weeb gathering in the city, and during that gathering, they have this anime quiz of the anime that came out that season. I believe it was 2000 and when does this came out? It was the same season as Lock Horizon. I believe the first season of Lock Horizon. So one of the question was the quiz about Kyousogiga. They asked about what purpose does Koto went to the alternate reality, and I was like asking, which continuity are we talking about? Are we talking about the original OVA, or are we talking about the net short? Or are we talking about the TV series? Because at the time I thought those three are separate continuity instead of the same, because the net series, I thought the shorts happen after the original OVA, so they might not OVA on a TV series or trailers. Lol. Yeah, that's exactly what I asked. And I was the only one who got it right because nobody watched this. It's really unbelievable because the opening theme was really good. What was the title? Tokidoki omou katachi ni warau. That one. My brother still has it on his playlist. His anime playlist, I think. Okay, so we're gonna speed through. Yeah, it was fun. And the family theme also. I haven't gotten started. I haven't gotten started with the family theme of it all, which is really deep. I think the whole family connection and how they elaborate the connection between the Buddhist priest and Koto. Because the reveal that Muyo, I think the Buddhist priest name was. I wasn't expect their connection when I watched the TV series. How they're actually brothers and sisters. Because it was never mentioned in the original net anime. Because back then, the Ona shorts, they haven't even revealed that the first Muyo was actually Koto's father. They only reveal it like at the end, and it was only hinted at, and they didn't actually mention in the original anime that the second Muyo was actually the original Muyo's son. So yeah, that reveal actually caught me by surprise. So for those who haven't watched Kyousogiga, go watch it. It's a really good. It's a vibey show. It's a show with a really good vibe. Also, honorable mention, Log Horizon, because it came with the same year, just the first season. Where is okay? Next up on the list, Tsukimichi. Yeah. So, I've been a fan of Tsukimichi for a really long time now. Even back during the first some of this main character heredity hair color styles. So yeah, I have a really soft spot on the Isekai series that was published on Alpha Polis. I think it's the publisher. So they're basically original. They're not like your run-of-the-mill Shiotetsu Isekai series, where by this point it's just copy and paste and such. Back then, it was real original. Some of the Alpha Polis series, like we have Gate, we have Monster, and there's Tsukimichi. And I even got to read the web novel, which is still ongoing, but I believe it went. And when I was compiling this list, I cannot help but to notice how Tsukimichi actually has familiar storyline with Slime Tensei, with Reincarnated as Slime. I cannot help but to notice the similarities. Like, hold on, close your eyes and imagine this. So this guy got reincarnated, not reincarnated, got transported to another world, and he got sent to the edge of the world that has ton of monsters in it. And the first monster that the guy meets and fight is a dragon. And this guy fights the dragon, become its friends, and basically become his subordinate. And then he goes out, found a village, started a village. The village got cultivated, and they went to a city and to become a merchant, started doing trades and stuff. And then after they establish themselves as this foreign trader, they start to become a teacher. Sound familiar? Yeah, I cannot help when the anime aired that it really has the same plot beats with Slime Tensei. It's just really a shame because one of the enjoyable moments from this Tsukimichi is the dynamic between holy crap, never made the connection. I know, right? So one of the key difference between this and Slime Tensei is the actual dynamic between the main character and their subordinates. Because I really think that in Tsukimichi, it feels more entertaining to see them banter with each other and to see their bounce off. Because it really is the best part of the series. And I believe that the second season won't be half that as much because the light novel version of Tsukimichi really drags on with the side stories and human side characters, which really leaves out a whole main trio, which is really one of the main draw of this series. Because I read the latest manga chapters, and basically the recent chapters just stop focusing on Makoto and start focusing on this puny light novel only characters, which I haven't read, so I'm not really attached to them, which is a shame because the school arc probably some of my favorite. Because so minor spoiler alert, this is where the Makoto start getting involved with the whole world while still getting detached to his humanity, which is a great character study. To see how he actually start showing his more sociopathic characteristic. Because in the first season, you actually see how he has starting to lose grip with his humanity after this is a anime spoiler alert, when he finally killed another human being. And we start seeing that potential, how he can become basically a nuclear warhead at the final episode. Humanity. Oh, that's that's a nice touch. When he starts losing he doesn't even have that humanity. He has this ningen-manity. Yeah, so one of the things in humanity, on the other hand, mass destruction is a pretty human thing. So in the universe, there's this two different race: the human, which is the people in that universe, and the ningen, which is the people on Earth. And God, I really should have made some more notes on my review on Tsukimichi, huh? Because I had this whole Tsukimichi character study script that I have in my head, and I just cannot seem to articulate it very well. And how, anyway, I was talking about how Makoto starting to lose his humanity, which is you can already guess, which is you can already see by reading the latest web novel, or even the latest manga chapters too. Well, he still have this quite comedic banter with his subordinates. You can starting to see the cracks start showing up. How he's trying to divide himself from the rest of the humanity. What was I trying to talk about? I think I will. Anyway, honorable mention. Remonster. Yeah, I haven't read much after Remonster after certain chapters. I just haven't read the latest chapters as of lately because it started kind of falling off me. Anyway, what's next up on the list? Sorry if I just rambling with no coherence from one another. Oh, the ones that I really want to talk about. Isekai Seikishi Monogatari, or in English, the English title would be Tenchi Muyo War on Geminar. Yeah. So this is probably one of my favorite. This is one of my favorites. So this is basically a spin-off of Tenchi Muyo series. Tenchi Muyo is basically the OG harem back in the 90s. At least it's what introduced a lot of people to the harem genre back in the day in Adult Swim. And Tenchi Muyo War on Geminar is basically its sequel, which is set, I believe, 15 years. Yeah, it's set 15 years after the original OVA, Tenchi Muyo OVA, and it stars Kenshi, the little brother of the main character from Tenchi Muyo. So, when I first what a lot of people actually really like this isekai, this series, because it is one of the first isekai with a really OP main character. So a lot of people actually forgive it, and with harem. And one of the thing actually that I like is that the OP-ness, the OP-ness of the main character, Kenshi, is actually pretty much can be explained if you watch the entire Tenchi Muyo continuity, especially the OVA, because he is the little brother of the first Giga Chat of harem anime. so he could have inherited some of the traits of this Giga Chat called Tenchi. So this Giga Chat named Kenshi, that's the name, really? Seriously? So to explain the premise. So Kenshi, the little brother of Tenchi from the original Tenchi Muyo, is transported to this a world called I forgot what it was called. Anyway, the name of the world doesn't matter. He got transported. He wanted to go home. He got tricked by some of the nobles who tried to plan a coup. And the princess of that country got interested in Kenshi, so she decided to employ him as her bodyguard. And they went to school, and harem shenanigans happens. So one of the unique things of this is that, sorry, this is I think 13 episode OVA, but each episode was, I think it was 40 minutes long. Think about it as Isekai Katanagatari. Yeah. In terms of format. Because it's OVA, it's 40 minutes. Kind of like Katanagatari. And you can see from the structure of the episode is that this was meant to be 26 episode OVA. You can even not OVA, a TV series, a 26 episode TV series, because you can see where the episode could have cut off. So yeah, you're basically getting just 26 episode of bingeable isekai series, and it's a good one too. Because as I said, the this is the first isekai where the modern isekai where I think where the characters are OP, and you can actually explain why he's OP. And also, the harem is actually top quality. Hold on, let me pull up the picture. I mean, look at this. Look at this top tier waifu. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I actually prepared something like this. Oh, I cannot use my... Oh, man. Yeah, I actually have this. I had this whole Anya... I had this whole Anya smug face. You can literally see the top tier quality of the waifu. And oh yeah, I do have my notes that it says Katagatari of Isekai. I just look at my notes because I just thought so anyway, this whole waifu, this whole collection of top tier waifus right there is basically how I got into Tenchi Muyo series and how I got into the whole Tenchi Muyo fandom. And so after I watched this series, I started to watch the main Tenchi Muyo series and the OVA continuity, and it brought so many new contexts on the this War on Geminar that I decided to watch it again. And this is, I think, one of the anime that I keep coming back to like at least once a year. Just because it was so good. So, but I believe I have to recommend you to watch the first Tenchi Muyo OVA before going to this one. At least watch it until OVA Series 3, because some of the context was actually explained in this anime. And the Tenchi Muyo OVA 4 and 5 is basically a prologue to this series. It explains it's the whole Tenchi Muyo OVA 4 and 5 is basically the main character's training arc before he got isekai. Speaking of which, this anime also has a manga that, by the way, I also translated. So I translate the manga for the manga adaptation of this series, and I kind of stopped until the final chapter, and I recently only got back to it. So I'm probably going to finally finish the manga translation of this, so you can finally read the manga version and basically just get the speedrun version of this. So anyway, the next on the list is Mushoku Tensei, but we're going to skip that because I want to talk about that last. Just on the final part, and we're basically doing it clockwise. So next on the list is Death Mount Death Play. Where do I have the... Where is the... God damn it, did I forget to... put the manga again? Where was it? Oh, right. It was Web P. The image version was Web P. God damn it. All format. Oh, yeah, there is a Web P. So where did I put it? Hold on. Did I accidentally forgot to? Huh. I'm just gonna zoom in on the. I'm just gonna zoom in on the image. It's this one right here. Yeah. So next on the list is Death Mount Death Play. So one of the reason that this manga series got into this list is that I'm really a huge fan of the author, Ryogo Narita, who also wrote Durarara and Bakano. And I believe this was the reason why the latest volume of Bakano got delayed. Because I think it was 2016 where the latest chapter of Bakano, the latest volume of Bakano was announced, the 1935E. But then Ryogo Narita got hospitalized, and the release date got delayed. And then I believe Ryogo Narita had to even finish Durarara SH Volume 4 on his hospital bed on his phone. So I believe it kind of affects his writing, and that's why Bakano hasn't even released, hasn't gotten any new volume for half a decade, even though this got monthly release. So I guess he was working on this. So to summarize, this is a reverse isekai story. So there's this necromancer, a skeleton necromancer dude called Death God. And basically, this Death God got defeated by the hero, by the Holy Knight. And so he decided to escape to a different world. So he escaped to Earth basically, and he possessed this young corpse of a boy, the one on the cover. And once he wakes up, he possessed the corpse and actually meet the assassin that was assigned to kill the boy. So the Death God killed the girl, revive her as a vampire. And so in order to hide, to basically have a safe place to hide, they decided to work together and basically just solve different mystery about the urban legend, kind of like Durarara style. So yeah, I actually really like when this first got announced. I was really skeptical because the first time because I don't know how Ryogo Narita's writing style could translate well in manga form. The first time Ryogo Narita tried to write for manga, it was on Jump, and I forgot what it was called. But anyway, it got cancelled after 22 chapters, I think. So it was a really short run. So I was really skeptical when this got announced, but I read the first chapter, and as usual, I'm a sucker for this kind of writing. And I actually quite enjoyed it. I don't think there's a way for anyone to read it other than the official translation by Yen Press. The the fan translation got stopped because it was officially licensed. And my PC face crashed again. Oh, hold on. Oh god, I hope my PC doesn't crash again. So where was I? Stuck in a good pose. Yeah. So, Yogo Narita's writing style really relies on this kind of predictable plot twist where every character reveal is basically a red herring. Which is really one of the reason of my love and hate relationship with this writer. And so yeah, the only way to read it is through the official translation by Yen Press. And so if you have the means to do so, go and give it a read. Stuck in a good pose. No, you. Anyway. Where is the image? Okay. Next up on the list, a.k.a. the reason why you're here. Can't predict if everyone is suspect. Yeah, that's basically how every Ryogo Narita's twist was. Where is the transform? Fit screen. Yeah. Ta-da! Titan's Bride! We'll finally talk about it! Yay! Oh, wrong expression. Yay! Oh my god, this series, man. So, for those who doesn't know, this is Titan's Bride, an isekai yaoi, which is really infamous for, well, being an isekai yaoi, which features really bishy guy, should I say, and this literal giga chat with huge dong. Oh my god. Okay. So, a little backstory. So, I have a confession. The only reason why this is on this list is just so I can get a great thumbnail out of this video. So you guys, so this is just basically my clickbait way to get you into clicking this. So yeah, it was between this or Log Horizon, but I guess this got more clicks. This gave me more clicks, and this certainly gave me more respawn on WhatsApp. Because the first moment I put the link on the WhatsApp group just an hour ago, my chat, the group chat was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. So to explain the premise, there's this guy, Koichi, who's really good at basketball, and one day, while he was masturbating, he got summoned to another world to become the bride of this Prince of Giants, Caius. I don't know why hold on, I need to collect my thoughts. Why I can explain the plot summary of this better than how I can explain the premise of War on Geminar, which is a manga, which is a series, which manga that I actually translated. Why? So anyway, uh, this dude basically got summoned so he can get fucked by this prince of a giant. Passion. Yeah, I accidentally during my Patreon exclusive stream, I accidentally revealed that I watched this series, the uncensored version. Because yeah, so this was released, the anime got released officially by Cool Comics. So Cool Comics released this, the webtoon version and the anime version. Now, there are two versions of the anime. One, the censored one, which is available on YouTube, which has all the sex scenes got cut off. And then there's the uncensored version, the Cool Comics, which is released on Cool Comics, that I actually watch. And I accidentally revealed that I watched that version on my Patreon stream. Explicitly. My friend was like, "Oh, so I watched this yaoi anime called the Titan's Bride," and I said, "Oh, Titan's Bride. Do you watch the censored version or the uncensored version?" And he asked, "There's an uncensored version?" And I was like, maybe. And well, it basically when the whole conversation got spiraled down from there. So yeah, this basically has no other reason other than for clickbait. Oh, there is another reason actually. I look at my annoying mistakes, happy little accidents. So yeah. So one of the other reason why this got on the list is that last month, my baby cousin, was visiting, and he saw my YouTube channel where I do VTubing stuff, and you know he's turning 13. He's entering middle school, and he's just starting getting into anime. And he saw my channel, and he knew how I like anime, and that little twat just going around me say weeboo, weeboo, weeboo. It was so annoying. And when he saw my YouTube channel, he know I know about anime, and he started to ask. So he started innocently ask, "So, have you watched Slime Tensei? It's the best anime ever." And I was like, "You little shit. You have no idea what quality isekai looked like." And to be fair, he hasn't even watched ReZero. Did someone said weeboo? And welcome! Yes, my baby cousin called me a fucking weeboo. And not called me weeboo, he just sirened that again and again. And because the only anime he watches apparently was just Slime Tensei, and he won't shut up about it. Rolls out Titan's Bride. So I am not that deprived. I'm not that degenerate to basically recommend. I'm not going to ruin his life by showing him the wonderful world of yaoi. He's too innocent for that. I gotta start him young on isekai yaoi. Well, to be fair, I do get started on yaoi because of Cardcaptor Sakura, so so yeah. So I basically compiled this list just to spite him. I mean, he probably won't going to watch this I probably won't going to watch this, but I'm just doing this just to spite him. And the only reason why Slime Tensei isn't on this list, just to spite that little twat. Basically. And that's why Titan's Bride is in this list. Just to spite him even more. Because I really like acting really immature about this whole debacle. But the final straw on why I put this on this list is that my baby cousin, he likes to play in my room, just starting to meddle with my computer, and he won't shut up asking about whether or not I would install a Monster Hunter World, because he used to play it a lot when me and my brother introduced it to him when the game first came out on PC. But as you know, my graphics card cannot even pull this actual stream. How can I use it to play Monster Hunter World? So I keep refusing, and he just kept begging and begging and begging. And at that point, I haven't resetted my computer, so my C drive was very full. I cannot even install jack shit. So, and then I wanted to working on some of the Akino Tobari chapters. And this motherfucker, this little shit, decided to just press the power button like that when I was opening my Photoshop and just started working on chapters and shit. So he put his finger into the power button and just press it. That little bastard. And I got so upset. Probably the only time I've ever gotten so mad at a little child. I actually screamed. And looking back, I was really immature about it. He did apologize a couple days later, but remembering that incident just makes me fume. So yeah, you need a lock on that button. Yeah, probably should. So yeah, one of the reason Titan Sprite is on this list, just to give a little middle finger to that little twat. Anyway, next on the list. Hold on. What was on the list? Oh, right. Gate. So if you like that rant, very immature rant, actually don't. On the bright side, he didn't kick the whole CPU over. Yeah, that's actually a good silver lining, considering that the side is actually a glass, just a tempered glass. Hold on, I need to take a sip. Oh, that's good. So anyway, next on the list, we have Gate, a.k.a. Nippon Strong. Yeah. So this is one of the other original Isekai series, that one of my first Isekai series, because my big brother is the one that introduced me to the Isekai genre. And he was such a really into military stuff. So this is kind of up to his alley. And I'm also picked up some interest in the Isekai military Nippon Strong thing back in the day. So yeah, this got really... So I got really into the manga. So I read the manga first, and then the anime got announced. I still haven't read the light novel yet. the light novel was already been pan translated in its entirety. There was a plan on the official translation of the novel, Gate, but unfortunately, the company that actually had the license, well, 2020 happened, and they basically had to cancel the whole English Gate novel series. And so anyway, so that didn't happen because of the COVID and because of the whole manga, no, not manga, the light novel license, and the fact that the company has never never involved in licensing books before. The company that tried to do it was actually an unexpected virus of unknown origin. The company that has the license to Gate novels was actually a visual novel licensor, and they have no experience in publishing books before. So yeah, it basically raised a whole kinds of red flags just from the get-go. But I did read the novel, like I believe just the prologue, and then I just skipped to the final chapter of the light novel series, with just on the epilogue stuff. So I know what happens to all of the main characters at the end, because the light novel is actually pretty much completed, and the manga was actually about to enter its final arc, which is the apocalypse. Speaking of apocalypse, one of the memorable thing about this manga is that if you've seen the anime, there's this scene where they did a homage to Apocalypse Now. So in the anime, the Japanese military was about to send reinforcement to the main characters, who is at the moment trying to defend this castle. And the way the Japanese military do it, the way they sort it, the way the scene was constructed, it's basically a one-to-one homage to Apocalypse Now. They even got the Flag of the Valkyrie music happen, which is when my brother and I watched it, we couldn't help but laugh at that scene. And speaking of the novel, I don't know if you have this. I don't know if you know this, but there is a sequel novel called to Gate, called Gate Season 2. And the sequel actually focuses on the Japanese Navy instead of the JSDF, instead of the Army. And no one has translated the novel so far, but from the illustration I saw that it was really good. I heard it was pretty good, and how the changing the scene to the characters to the Navy really brings a lot more to the table. And oh wait, I actually forgot. Can I go back to the Tsukimichi for 1 second? I actually forgot to mention about this. Yeah, I actually forgot to mention about this, but I may or may not have going to make a video about this. But the Tsukimichi actually has a mobile game that is exclusive in Japan, that doesn't exist anymore. Um. So yeah, about this. So it only recently that Isekai Anime got their hands-on mobile gacha game, and the only reason why Tsukimichi doesn't have a mobile tie-in game is that because they already had one a couple of years ago, and it got discontinued be- just years before the anime got started. Oh my god. Yeah. So it was an if you think hard enough, FGO is an isekai. It is. Thanks, Akasha. I just watched Gigok's video on the Fate lore, Gigok's Fate lore video, and me and my brother just basically had a laugh about that. So yeah, Tsukimichi actually had a mobile tie-in game, which you can actually play it on your browser, which is kind of like a Grand Blue Fantasy kind of way. So back then, Alpha Police had like all this all these games for their series. I believe Remonster got one. Not gonna lie, more first isekai could be a welcome change of pace. Yeah, which is exactly why I'm really excited about The Devil is a Part-Timer season 2. I haven't watched the first episode yet. But I even hadn't read the novel past the anime or the manga even. But you know how it goes. And I did talk about one of the reverse isekai anime on this list, which is Dead Mount Death Play. Which is, I believe you should give it a read if you know your way around the official English release. So anyway, back to Tsukimichi canceled mobile game. So the game was so old. It was a really basic Grand Blue Fantasy style gacha. And the game was so old. Shiki, the third familiar on the series, wasn't even in the game. Yeah, that's how old the mobile game was. And it even got cancelled before Shiki appeared in the manga. That's how old the Tsukimichi mobile game was at the time. And they even teased Shiki in the game, but I guess it never got to that point. I don't think you can play that anymore. So anyway, back to our list. What's... Oh yeah. Hold on, where is the image? I know I had the image right here. Oh, there it is. The NPC on this village sim game must be real. Yeah. This series though. Yeah. So this is one of the I believe one of the good reverse isekai. So basically the premise of the story of this series is that this hikikomori guy, I forgot his name. So this hikikomori guy received a simulator game, strategy simulator game, and So he decided to play it. And inside, there's this with really, it's a strategy game with really realistic graphics and really advanced AI. What he doesn't know is that it's an actual different world. He actually figured it out later. And so he started to, so his mission on this game is to basically become God and advise the villager in the game. And you know, they started listening to his advice, and they start making offerings, and the offerings basically got sent to our MC. So, and you know, after seeing how the NPCs behave and how they try to survive and be just doing their best to survive and work hard, the hikikomori guy decided to finally leave the room and get a job, which is really an inspiring story for me. It's really great premise, and it's sort of like this feel-good reverse isekai series with a really great vibe to it. And unlike some copy-paste isekai series, on Shiotetsu, you can actually feel the character development that the main character has, from being jobless hikikomori to just doing his best, trying to get a job, leave his house, fix his relationship with his family. And yeah, so it has been translated, the light novel has been translated to English for like the 3 volumes. The web novel actually has 5 volumes, but the third volume was actually meant to be the end of the series. So it's really short. If you have a means to get the light novel, you can just pick it up and read it, and you don't have to worry about when's the next volume going to come out, because it's a really short series. But, well, I cannot more emphasize on how short the series was. I believe that after reading the final volume, the supposed final volume, I believe that it had done its job quite well without spoiling anything. Basically, the progression of the main character's development basically has finished there at the third volume, and I don't think that the extra volume contribute much about his character development. If you haven't read it, I suggest you to read the manga, because I think the manga was up to like currently in the middle of the volume 2 of the novel, which means that we're basically halfway there. And wow, this is a really short stream compared to the other 3x3 stream. Probably because my PC keeps crashing all the time. Hold on, I need to take a sip. Also, I'm really running low on blood sugar, so I'm just really not feeling it tonight, stomach wise. And the last time I tried to do a stream on an empty stomach was during my anime 3x3 stream, which doesn't really feel feel nice to talk about. What am I rambling about? Am I finally getting tired? Um. Okay, so we're finally like, take car, dude. Oh, you mean take care? I thought you said take a car and just drive yourself over. So yeah, we're fan. I mean, look, were you suspecting any other isekai series not to be? Do you really think that Isekai Mushoku Tensei won't be on this list? To be honest, let me be honest with you. So, vroom vroom. Yeah. Oh god, I actually watched who was it? The I actually watched Scamboli reviews video on Mushoku Tensei this afternoon before doing this stream, where he talked about Mushoku Tensei. Oh, waiting for the Hulkbuster to be animated in Mushoku Tensei. Oh yeah. So, Chad, let me ask: are you excited about the second season of the anime? You sure? I sure am. So, yeah. So, Mushoku Tensei has been hailed as the granddaddy of modern isekai, and yeah, sure. I mean, it is also my first shotetsu isekai series that I've ever read. Again, thanks to my brother's recommendation. And yeah, when I first read it, it was like, holy crap. And so this is what isekai series could be. And I really wanted to show this to my baby cousin, just to prove my point that there are better isekai series. But the whole problem with the first few episodes of Rudy's as a character. The first episode, Rudy is not the, how should I say it, the best person to root for in the first season, especially the first 3 episodes. Yeah, and that doesn't even count on other controversies regarding this Mushoku Tensei. So I really cannot recommend this series to my 13-year-old baby cousin. Not family friendly. Yeah. And it's up to the point that I can see why Slime Tensei would be his favorite. Because I believe it's the most safest it's the safest isekai option. Even if I tried to give him the OG isekai experience like Escaflowne or El Hazard, there's probably even some more problems with that. Yeah. So I'm really excited about the season 2 because I saw the trailer and my god, the stories that they're going to adapt, the key scenes. I actually recognize some of those scenes, like the scenes from the scenes from volume 13. Is it volume 12? Which one is the? I'm not gonna spoil it. Yeah, one thing about Mushoku Tensei is that the fandom, people who have read. Oh my god. And I need to wrong. Okay. I hate this. So yeah, I basically my PC crashed and now I'm trying to a Bambi. Um. Let me see if I can turn back into being human again. Uh. Where's my PC face? Motherfucker. And I don't have any picture to. What's the size? Why is every image that I have was so huge? Let me. Okay, it's 2041 to 2041. And apparently my microphone sensitivity was really low. Where is the... Okay. Okay, how about this one? Nope. Wrong image. I need to resize like some stuff, some images. Edit with photos. I hope my PC doesn't crash again when I was editing this video. So anyway, as I was saying, you really cannot talk Mushoku Tensei with as people who haven't read Mushoku Tensei should never had a conversation with a fan of Mushoku Tensei because they will, without fail, they will spoil some stuff to you. They will spoil a major plot twist just to sell you on the, just so they could sell you Mushoku Tensei. And they will reveal like some of the major spoilery stuff. Even some of the big twists. Where is it? Nagisa dies. Where is it? Oh, I could probably use this. Yeah, how? Nope, cannot use that file. And what this one? And I just cannot load the image. God damn it. Why is it so hard just to become a PNGTuber? I'm probably just gonna stick with this for this moment. Chat, bear with me. Woo! So let me go open my notes on regarding Mushoku Tensei. So yeah, I haven't read the entirety of the web novel. I haven't read the Mushoku Tensei. I read everything, just not the final battle arc and some of the redundancy arc chapter and the prequels. This is probably going to my PNG avatar is basically just assaulting everyone. Is there any way where I can... this sucks. And edit photos. Is there any way that I can... Instead of being garbage Bambi. Okay. Saving copy. Okay, how about now? Okay, yeah. I guess this is well, this is good enough. Being occasionally changing into garbage can Bambi. Aware Bambi is the most original VTuber concept. I prefer to be just an orange, thank you. Or just a corn. Maybe I could change this icon. Because I do have a lot of images. This rotate left and edit with photos. What? So, oh. Enjoy the background music for 1 second before I lost like all my... I cannot stand being aware, Bambi. I even had to change my clothes. I cannot even load that image. God damn it. Oh. Okay. We're just gonna... I'm just gonna be aware Bambi for the rest of the stream. Fuck it. So yeah, there's a lot of Mushoku Tensei sequel spin-offs. We have Redundancy, Jobless Oblige, the Roxy prequel. And this is why Roxy is such a best waifu in the Mushoku Tensei series. Because when the English publisher planned on releasing Mushoku Tensei manga, they decided to pick up Roxy's prequel series. They decided to publish Roxy's prequel series before the actual the main Mushoku Tensei story. So yeah, that's basically a win for the Roxy faction. Okay, I'm actually getting annoyed by this. Oh, I can just remove it. Okay. So. Yeah. I should probably work. Yeah, I'll probably work on this PNGTuber setup later. Unless my PC crashed again. Oh yeah, this is one note that I have on my phone. It's about the Aisha incest controversy, which is really infamous in the Mushoku Tensei series. This is the basically what everyone's argument about Mushoku Tensei being really bad series is that At one point, this is a major spoiler, by the way. So it was, I think it was 2017. Wait, yeah, it was early 2017. Mushoku Tensei, the web novel has ended. So the Refugina Magote decided to make a sort of sequel series to original Mushoku Tensei, the Redundancy chapter, which just tells the story of Mushoku Tensei and Rudy's adventure after the final battle. And one of the chapters basically has how should I say it delicately? Without spoiling anything. The character Aisha, who in the series actually has really an attraction towards Rudy. How should I say it without getting flagged? Decided to commit incest. Yeah, that's just the I'm just gonna rip that band-aid out there. She decided to commit incest towards a member of the family. That's already been going to a major spoiler territory. And it sparked a controversy amongst the Mushoku Tensei fans. And including myself. But the thing about the Aisha controversy, it's not the incest part that actually got me. It's the way that Rudius reacts towards that. The way how he somehow find it really repulsive. Because the way that the incest was set up until that chapter, the incest coupling, we already know that it was going to go to that route. But the way the setup was already there, it was already properly laid out. People won't actually mind about that. But the way that it was executed was so rushed, and the Radio's general reaction to that was out of character. It almost pointed to the point of hypocrisy towards everything that he and what he stood for. And so the backlash from the readers was so great that the author had to actually pull the incest chapters out from the original web novel release. But considering that it already happened, it's already canon to the Mushoku Tensei series. And the reason why the author pull it out, sorry for my phrasing, because he said that he wanted to rewrite that chapter in a way that will satisfy people. So yeah, the incest controversy, that's still canon until it got retconned somehow. And okay, my notes also said regarding Mushoku Tensei ending. So if you haven't read the web novel, I suggest to do so, because the quality between the web novel and the light novel was pretty consistent, I must say. They haven't changed much in terms of the light novel and the web novel. So if you want to read ahead, you can just read the translated web novel chapters, which is available on Bakatsuki and the translation groups, the Orsted Corp. So yeah, it is the Mushoku Tensei ending is regarded as one of the best isekai endings. While it doesn't answer all of the questions, you actually have enough clues to basically figure out what the mystery of the whole world and how the story from there on would play out. It sparks like a lot of discussion among the Mushoku Tensei fans on 4chan. And what else about the ending? Yeah, it was really touching. I can't help but to keep crying reading the final chapter, even though I actually skipped the final battle. What? Wow, my PNG avatar was shaking like. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Oh, my avatar was shaking so bad. So yeah, that's basically all of the my isekai 3x3. This is like the most, probably one of my most scuff stream that I've ever did. A lot of things just went wrong, but I'm glad I managed to talk about this whole talk about my favorite isekai series. And as promised, I'm going to go over some honorable mention. Raise your hands if you read some of the series that I'm going to mention. So first, honorable mention. Where is it? First, isekai honorable mention. Those Who Hunt Elves. This is one of the OG isekai in the 90s. So this is quite old. For those who doesn't know, it tells the story of 3 Japanese people who got transported into another world, and the only way to return to Japan is by this tattoo that got spread out all across the female elf species. So these 3 Japanese people just go around the fantasy world just hunting elves for the tattoo so they can go back home. And one of the thing, I think this was one of the other isekai that, while it doesn't, the prototype version of isekai cheat, basically, because all these 3 Japanese people, they all have a certain amount of skills. They have this certain amount of skills. So one dude, the only male character, is a world martial arts champion, and he's basically the muscle of the group. And the other one, the one in the black hair, is an actress who's also capable of doing special effect makeup. So and somehow able to tell if anyone else is acting. So he's basically a human lying detector. And this schoolgirl one is basically a military nerd. She's the weapons girl, and she has this tank and just whole supplies of guns. Yeah, it's really fun. There's something about 90s animation that hits different, you know. So if you haven't read and you want to experience OG comedy slapstick isekai, this is for you. Next honorable mention, Monster Rancher. Yeah, I forgot to mention this when I was doing early when I was listing uh, the village NPC. I should probably put this as a honorable mention. The Monster Rancher animated series. Oh, am I actually? How's my audio? Animated series. Okay. Yeah, there's something about for me back then. When I was a kid, I really thought like going inside the video game world was really cool concept. And I just you know, I was such a huge game nerd back then. So yeah, Monster Rancher, the animated series. Go give it a whirl. Next up, Isekai Tensei Sodoki. Yeah, this is one of the other Alpha Polis series on this stream. This is the third one, I think, that I listed, that I mentioned. So what sets this isekai apart is that, so the premise is that there's this there's this average dude who's really wanted to get isekai, basically got isekai, and he, in preparation to get isekai, he start reading like all this bunch of modern knowledge stuff that he can so he can basically exploit it in this other world. But little did he know, when he got reincarnated, only his soul got reincarnated with a physical body into this infant called Balut. And another thing about this particular body is that he's not the only reincarnated souls that got isekai there. There's this other old dude from feudal Japan that also got isekai into Balut's body. So, and that hasn't even include Balut's original soul. So what sets this apart is that the main character basically has 3 souls in it. Two are the isekai protagonists. And they started to switching control of their body. It's basically the Moon Knight of isekai. It's basically Isekai Moon Knight, where they share one body and there are 3 souls in it, and they taking turns on who's controlling the body based on their impulse. So what really makes me like this manga, because the 2 reincarnated main Japanese people got reincarnated into this body, the actual main character, Balut, the silver-haired boy in the cover, is also his own character that got influenced by the 2 of the reincarnated souls. So it's really good to see how Balut basically grew up being influenced by the 2 isekai protagonists, basically. And it's a really interesting dynamic that I have never seen in any other isekai series. So yeah, I'm for the beginning part, for the first few chapters, I don't really recommend the manga. I highly suggest you to read the novel first, at least the first volume, at least the first for the first 3 chapters where they explain how the isekai gimmick in that series works, and how the explanation of how the 3 of them basically had to navigate their lives with these 3 souls sharing one body, and how other people reacted to that, because they kind of glossed it over in the manga. And I read the review on the Anime News Network. They're really bothered about how the manga glossed over the isekai mechanics of that world. All right, next up on the honorary mention list, at the Northern Fort. Look, because I need my floof, okay? I need my floof, and I'm not ashamed of reading this really bare bones isekai about a young woman reincarnated into this fluffy thing, because I need my floof. Yeah, that's basically the only reason why I read this, because I just need my floof. And on that note, the next honorable mention, Isekai Mofu Mofu Nade Nade. Yeah, that I'm not going to read the small characters, which only recently got announced to get anime adaptation. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. So the premise about this one is that, again, another girl got I think, yeah. So this woman died and she got reincarnated, and as a cheat, and her cheat power is that she can get along with all kinds of animals, including dragons and such. And she just spent that special powers just trying to pet all sorts of animals. Kind of like that other anime, but less problematic. So yeah, I'm really excited about the anime of this. And because if you read the novel, you know there's not really a twist. There's some things that I'm going to reveal that basically ruin the whole thing. Okay, next up on this list, where is it? Handyman Sato in Another World. Yeah. So, the same thing with Isekai Mofu Mofu Nade Nade. This only recently got announced for anime adaptation, and which is why it got honorable mention, because I'm also excited about the anime adaptation about this. So this is basically just a normal isekai, but the thing about this is that it got really dungeon meshy vibe to it, in the way it's comedy and about people dungeon crawling. But what sets it apart is that the whole, is this the one with the amnesiac wizard? Yes, it is. Yeah. I also read this like the Japanese Raws. I kind of got lost because I kind of skipped ahead, and I kind of lost because there's many abundance of really interesting characters in it, and you all kind of root for them on the side characters, and when they all start to meet, yeah, I'm really excited about this. Okay. Next one. Restaurant in Another World. Yeah. So if you haven't read this, I actually like this one. Yeah, it is. This is actually one of my first gourmet isekai genre, where other world, well, people from another world try taste some food, some Japanese food. Which is why and it also has this really nice world building to it, because the whole you can actually feel how each guest actually contributes to the world building on how it was told, and the anime really conveys it really well. I actually read the web novel first, and then I read the light novel, and then the manga, and I haven't read the second manga adaptation yet. Oh yeah, on my notes there's a explaining the difference between the web novel and the light novel version. Yeah, so the difference between the light novel version and the web novel version of this. First of all, in the web novel version, Kuro, the black hair dragon girl, wasn't an employee in the web novel version. She wasn't a waitress. She's just a regular customer, and she stays like that for the entire of the series. And then somewhere in the middle of the chapter in the web novel version, there's another cook join in the. This is probably going to be a spoiler. I haven't read the latest light novel yet, so I'm not sure if she eventually make an appearance. So the owner's niece was also a chef, joins the restaurant. Basically, she becomes the second cook in the restaurant, and I believe it was around the chapter where the master got the key. Yeah, so that's the difference between the web novel version and the light novel version. So if the light novel version would introduce the master's niece, that will be much appreciated. And another one, where was it? Okay, the next one, honorable mention, wrong way of using healing magic. Yeah, so first of all, 1 point for not using the isekai on their title. That's already a plus for me, which is a really low bar to include. And the second one is that I really I really enjoyed the basically the sheer OP, how the main character was so ridiculously OP. So to explain the premise, three Japan minus 1 point for still being a bad title, but plus 1 point for having a really fluffy sidekick, animal mascot, I think. So yeah, so the premise is that three Japanese students got isekai. The MC was one of the person that wasn't supposed to be isekai. He got transported by accident, and so they all got tested for the magic elements. The friends got, so the female friend got lightning magic. The male friend got light magic. So it was two different elements. And this main character got healing element magic. And immediately when he got announced to be healing magic, he got dragged by the so-called healing squad. He got drafted, to become part of the healing squad. But one of the difference is that the way they're using healing is as a body enhancement, where they try to heal as many as possible by basically doing muscle training that's even more harder than anyone, and then heal themselves and then start training again. So the whole cycle just non-stop until the MC becomes so OP. He literally becomes One Punch Man, but with the hair intact. to become that his solution to every problem, just beat the shit into the problem, and he was supposed to be the healer. Yeah, so yeah, I really highly suggest you guys to read the manga. It's called Wrong Way of Using Healing Magic. You can't find the manga if you try to type the Japanese title. And it's getting an anime also, so I'm really looking forward to that. And the last honorable mention, which is I'm really excited, is The Eminence in Shadow. Oh my god, this manga. To explain this manga, if Anos Voldigold is the ultimate bullshit of shit fantasy protagonist, then the protagonist of this series is the bullshit version of the Isekai MC. So to explain the premise, this guy was really highly delusional, and he got isekai, and this guy's whole dream is just to basically role playing as the shadow organization. So he decided to create one in another world, and he started to create this backstories for his organization and how he wanted to destroy another Illuminati, basically that controls the society, the secret Illuminati society that controls the world, only for the fact that the actual Illuminati actually exists in that world. So basically everything that this guy does or says, while he thinks it's role play, it's all role play, it's actually something that exists in that world. So everyone who believed on the MC's bullshit actually started to face the Illuminati and they won. That's basically the entire premise of the entire series. It's really funny, and I highly suggest to read it. It's called The Eminence in the Shadow, or in Japanese, it's called Kage. I forgot the Japanese title. God damn it. Anyway, so that's the last of the honorable mention. I guess while I do have the dishonorable mention on the Isekai series that I hate so much that if I try to make a compilation for it, it's probably going to make a different stream. So I'm just gonna go through my list. First off on my list is this is called Isekai Yusha no Satsujin Yugi, or as I would like to call it, Isekai Dangan Rompa. Oh my god. So if there's one thing that I have a love and hate relationship with, if there's a manga genre that I have love and hate relationship with, it would be isekai and a death game genre, because that's apparently it's its own thing now. And this series basically managed to combine all the aspects that I hate about both of the genre and just combine it into one. So, to explain the premise, this dude, the main character, basically got isekai. The guy died, and he met the goddess. But right before he was about to receive his cheat powers. LMAO, hey, what if we combine two terrible genres? So, right before he was able to get his cheat powers, he got pulled off by this black cat mascot looking motherfucker. And he got pulled off into this other dimension, along with 15 other isekai protagonists. And so this cat then explained that they're basically in a battle royale, and to basically their mission is to try to kill each other. And so you can already see the similar right on the first chapter that you read it. You can already see the similarities between this and Danganronpa. And the Danganronpa comparison hasn't even we haven't even gotten to the. It's not just comparison. This manga straight up rip off Danganronpa. So the whole death game, how the death game works, it's just Danganronpa. You kill another protagonist, there's a class trial, and there's execution. Even the design of the class trial is just straight up Danganronpa. So all these 16 MC protagonists, the MC being the newbie, he doesn't know what his shit is, while the other protagonist was already an accomplished isekai protagonist. They already completed their mission. They already have their cheats. So the character already has this comparison with Danganronpa. And then comes the first murder case. So this, and then right before the one other thing that I really hate about this manga is that it also tries to borrow some plot beats from the original Battle Royale movie by, you know, showing the first victim by killing one of the random participants randomly for breaking the rules. It's already straight up Danganronpa and the OG Battle Royale. And of course, the random participant that got killed is a fucking lolly. It's a lolly isekai protagonist that got killed by tentacle rape. There. Or they even have something that I really hate, and they just put it in there. And thankfully, this manga got cancelled after 2 volumes. Thank God. It was only like after the first case, the first execution, it immediately got cancelled. Because it's just stopped being interesting. So if you want to check it out, it's called Isekai Yusha no Satsujin Yugi. It only been translated for like 3 chapters, I believe, on manga decks, because even the translator think it was terrible. And second dishonorable mention, Man Graced by Gods, or Kamitachi no Hirowareta no Otoko. This manga, not manga, this series, if you haven't seen the anime, basically the whole premise is that this guy got overworked, this guy died from overwork, and because basically this guy has taken so many L's in his life, the god of that world basically just gives him a cheat and just tell him to do whatever the fuck he wants. Oh yeah, by the way, here's some cheats. Go live in that world and just fight. That's basically what they told him to do. And that's exactly what he does. He's just there in that world, vibing. No purpose, no goals, and nothing whatsoever. And one of the things that he do is that he started raising slimes. And it was the time the anime came out, the Slime Tensei was really popular. So he start raising slimes. He start making many slime variants, and he start doing business with it. And guess what kind of business that he makes with the slimes? A fucking laundromat. He made a laundromat business with slimes. And he doesn't do anything else for the rest of the anime. Just sitting there, vibing in a laundromat. Yeah, so you can guess why I am upset with this series. I don't even watch the anime. I just read the web novel. And I got to volume 3, where he just sit there. I only remember the public toilet cleaning bit. Yes, that too. And the laundromat, where he just sat there and doing nothing while his slimes do all the work. Again, a laundromat. And next on our dishonorable mention list, Death March. Because god damn, while this is probably one of the other problems with super OP MC that basically has no purpose, who just wanted to vibe in the another world. There should I believe there probably is among an isekai like novel series that is called Vibing in Another World. In fact, I'm just gonna make a title. I'm so OP, I'm just gonna vibe in the another world. That there. Somebody go make an isekai like novel using that title. I give you my full consent. Vibing in Another World should be a light. It could be a light novel title. Also, fun fact. This particular series actually so you know how I started my blog readings in my blog, link in the description. When I make posts on my blog, I always started with Nanaten here. That's actually from this. That's actually from this, the web novel version, where Sato would always begin the chapter with Sato here. So yeah, this actually had somehow sticks to me as an opening greeting. I'm too strong for this world, so what's the point? I'm just gonna vibe. Oh my god, that's actually really close to a light novel title. It's just, oh my god. Yeah, and I actually really quite enjoyed Death March when the web novel. I even read it up till I believe it was chapter 400. Yeah, that's how I used to read the Death March. But then back then I don't have a taste regards on isekai. I haven't read so much isekai that it started to become just become runs of the mill. I believe, yeah. I even once I reached chapter 400, I looked back and was like, this character has no character development whatsoever. The main character doesn't have any character development to him for 400 chapters. It's just basically I just drop it altogether because what's the point? Again, what's the point for me to be invested in this series if the whole point is just him being OP and just traveling without purpose with his full army of lollies. And again, why lollies? There's actually an clever in-universe explanation for this, why he's only traveled with lollies. But again, why lollies? And final dishonorable mention, Gun Ota. Yeah. So this is one of the first. I don't think I can even show this. So I'm just gonna zoom in on the face because I'm not even going to show. Not because I can get flagged, but because the characters in the cover, they are 12. They are 12 years old. We have this 12-year-old Neko Mimi Loli with big bust and a revolver gun. And she's 12. And oh god, my throat hurts just from. Okay, so to explain the premise, the MC, of course, died. He got isekai there, and he was really interested in guns, so he started making guns in another world. He started introducing them when he was 12. Wait, not 12. When he was 7. Yeah, when he was 7. So he started making guns when he was 7 in this another world. And you know how you saw an illustration and you can immediately tell that the illustrator used to make hentai? Well, this is that series. Yes, because guns are easy to make. Yeah, they kind of explain it in the light novel because, the guy used to work at steel, so he must know how to work around steel so he can make all the cylinder. He knows all the parts. Fuck off! Yeah, I got really... just remembering this was really upsetting. Because again, one of the other... When I first read this, I was, really interesting. Guns in another world. Whoa, so original. Yeah, that's what I actually think when I first read it. Yeah, because it's one of my first isekai. But then I saw the art, and my god, I could immediately tell that the guy who used to make some really questionable hentai, because they have faces like that combined with a very voluptuous body, And don't get me started on the art of the manga version itself. It was like, I have nightmares about the dojin quality of the art. And not just, it's a lot, even, oh my god. Just imagining it makes me want to pour bleach on my eyes. Anyway, that's the end of that rant. I believe I have one more. Oh, actually no. But I actually don't have the image, but I do want to make one last shout. Why am I on the side? Okay. So one last honorable mention. There's this isekai manga called Isekai Exodrive. Hold on. I think I can just go and grab the Isekai Exodrive. And I think I can just show the... I can't believe I haven't save image as... Yeah, that's good enough. Hold on. This. So this is called Isekai, the Exodrive Reincarnation games. Oh my god, which is essentially the whole premise is that the Earth has found the existence of Isekai and how the Isekai mechanic works. So they turn Isekai basically into a national sport. Is it a national pastime? So, and it tells the story of this basically Japanese Isekai speedrun tournament. And it was really funny to see the concept of a Japanese speedrun tournament. And so they have this it's a versus tournament, 1 versus 1. They all have to go to the same. So how the tournament works is that there are 2 contestants, and they all reincarnated into the same world, and they have to basically finish their isekai run in the fastest time. And so they can select their own cheats. They have this device called Exodrive, and the way it works, it's basically like a Yu-Gi-Oh card deck. They have this different builds and shit where they can, pick their own cheats and stats when they're going for their run. And one of the contestant, the white guy in the cover, he's basically in his match, he went harem cheat deck build, isekai deck build. So he went in there, got reincarnated, he started gathering harems, he got stats for every harem that he's collected. And the other guy, he basically is a solo run player. And they started competing to defeat the Demon Lord, which is their mission for that particular run. And one of the memorable way is that the way they got reincarnated, the way they started the speed run, the way they start the clock is that imagine a full baseball stadium, right? With all spectators, and these two just going face floor run start. How do you prepare a run start from the start? They had the starting position, and on one end of the field, on the other end of the field, are two truck drivers ready to isekai those two contestants away. And my god. And once the clock starts, they all start racing. They all start running towards the speeding truck. The speeding truck drivers. And oh my god, it was so incredible. You have to see it to believe it. And the way they treat the isekai is like those sports anime. We have the commentator doing a play-by-play of their isekai run. And then there's even like commentator from comments from the peanut gallery. And oh my god, he's doing the solo run. Oh my god, he's doing the harem boost. Oh, they even have this whole maneuver on the demon it's the demon possession. It's demon possession build. Holy shit. Sadly, but one of the weakness of this manga is that it left so little investment on the world and even on the characters. That it sadly got cancelled after 2 volumes, after only 16 chapters. So far, only the first volume got translated. I just hope that the second volume gets translated in the future, because I really want to read the ending of that. Just so I can meme it. So yeah, that's the end of tonight's stream. I sure talk a lot, and what begins as this really scuff stream, my PC, my OS basically exploded twice. That I have to switch to become aware deer, just to become a garbage deer, and just turning into a PNGTuber. Yeah, I probably. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm probably going to need another sip of this. My throat hurts just from shouting about this. My taste on Isekai Anime. So yeah, that's the entire stream. I'm so sorry that about all of the technical problems about this during the whole of the stream. I hope you still had a great time talking with me. Yeah, I plan on making this anime 3x3 a regular thing. And probably I'm going to change the background that I'm using just to give it a whole series show vibe. Sorry. And what else? And I'm probably going to fix this whole PNGTuber setup. But if you want to show support, you can always try to consider donating, because I'm currently raising money so I can get myself a decent graphics card. I'm really aiming for getting a 2060, because there's one currently on sale, and so far I only like have half the budget to do that. So if you could consider donating, every penny counts. Yeah, because I only just got into finally able to get decent FPS by resetting the whole setup. But sadly, by resetting my PC, now a different kind of problem arises with my current setup, is that it is prone to crashing. Even the first 10 minutes of this stream got cut off because the stream crashed, and I had to reset my computer, and I forgot to set the add Bambi to your background. Fully noted. What else? Yeah, if you want to support me, I have a Patreon over at patreon.com/Nanaten, where you can sign up and get 1 week early access to all of my future content, such as manga translation and behind the scenes and other stuff. Anyway, special shout out to all of my patrons over my active patrons over at patreon.com/Nanaten. We have Cameron Moriarty, Gregory, Tracy Umeda, TWil, The Mirror, Kevin, and Vivan. And if you want to get your names on this revolving credits, you can. All you have to do, sign up for my Patreons, starting at $1. At $3, you can get 1 week early access to all of my future content. What else? Oh, I also have a coffee at code-fi.com/Nanaten, and you can, give me money to buy another beer. What else? Oh, for those living in Indonesia, I'm also on Saweria at saweria.co/Nanaten. I'll leave all the links in the description. All the proceedings will go towards raising money for my getting a graphics card, basically. What else? Oh yeah, Ake no Tobari chapter 250 and 251 is now available to read over at my Patreon. For this week's, we had to release it a little bit early because my birthday is coming up this next week. On Thursday, July 21st. I'll be turning 28, and still don't know what to do for my birthday stream. It's either between doing a karaoke stream, or I'll be continuing playing Long Gone Days. I'll also be probably eating cake and drinking more non-alcoholic beer, because I accidentally bought too much, because the people at the convenience store tricked me that I thought it was half price. They tricked me into thinking it was half price. Both those characters are male. What are we talking about? Which characters? The one on the thumbnail, like Koichi and Kaius. Oh, are you talking about the one in the bottom left corner, bottom right corner? This one. Whoops. Yeah. Are we talking about this? If we're talking about that, then yes. Both those characters are male. It's a yaoi isekai. You can go and watch the VOD. Non-alcoholic beer that exists. That's like saying sugarless sugar. Yeah, non-alcoholic beer is basically just soda by this point. And I cannot actually drink alcohol. Surprisingly, I used to get addicted to it. Not addicted, I just drink this for the sake of my throat. Because I scream a lot during this stream, especially the final part. Speaking of which, that's one can down. Oh. And I'm supposed to like record song today, which I haven't done. So yeah, which male characters that you are referring to? If is it this one, then yes, both of these are male. It's a yaoi isekai. It's a yaoi isekai called the Titan's Bride. You can watch it on YouTube, the Save for Work version. Don't ask me where you can watch the non-safe for work version with all the sex scenes. With all the sexy scenes. So yeah, we sure talk a lot about isekai. What is your favorite isekai series? Let me know in the comments. And I'll probably check it out. Because, yes, that one, Titan's Bride. Yeah, we sure talk a lot about isekai, including some of my non-favorite ones. Yeah, so if you enjoyed that, be sure to hit that subscribe. Be sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more future stream like this, oh god, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell button to get notified on all of my future content, because I also play games and do a little shorts and skits and starting doing manga reviews recently. Yeah, I just here talking about all of my favorite stuff. For the next 3x3 stream, I'm thinking either doing rom-com 3x3 or just let out my degenerate side by going for yaoi 3x3. Weak belt. Oh, is that a manga? What's that? Oh. Yeah, it is really weak. I'm not going to just burp on the stream. It's unclean. It's unsanitary. So yeah, if you have an isekai series recommendation, hit me up in the comments. If you're especially if your favorite isekai series wasn't included, or I forgot to mention it, because I certainly won't. But if you see, but please don't say Slime Tensei because it really just brings me bad memories at this point. Okay. I guess that's all the time that we have tonight. It's already like a 1:30. If you do a Yaoi 3x3, there's no Boku no Pico, I'm unsubscribing. Well, I mean, Boku no Pico is basically a low-hanging fruit. I'm not just gonna. It's like saying that Full Metal Alchemist is the best anime of all time. It's kind of like a no-brainer to me. I'm kind of like the hipster anime fan. I'm just recommending stuff that I really like that people haven't seems to read. Also, Boku no Pico kind of ruined my life, basically. I watched Boku no Pico and my whole life trajectory just went straight up downhill. So yeah, I'm probably going to do either Rom-Com 3x3 or Yaoi 3x3. So look forward to that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy all of that. I hope you have a great weekend ahead of you. And I'll see you on the next stream or video. Don't know which one comes first. Okay, bye! And end stream.